Hey there guys, welcome to this video of Landlord Go. Just a quick update. There is an update. There's two offers from one is from Almost Retired and the other is from Galaxy Gangster. So Almost Retired's offered me 50 billion for a property that's 15 billion, and there is the other guy, Galaxy Gangsters, offered me 50 billion for a property that's 33 billion. And both of these look like good offers, but what is up is, first let's look at where Galaxy Gangster is in the leaderboard. Also, please ignore the noise if there is enough noise in the background. That's because of the air conditioner. It's turned on to the maximum speed because it's really hot, and just ignore it. So yeah, and let's look at where is Galaxy Gangster. He is 536, I guess. So yeah, he is 17th in the world right now. 5 to 2.6 trillion is his valuation. The thing is that if you go into our portfolio, we have a lot of airports and they are giving us a really nice profit as well. Our total profit is about 650 million per day. And after that, if you go into our collections here, we have a 12% boost because of the airports. And there are a few other airports that are located near where my agent is right now in Iceland. So we can still buy a lot of airports, and airports are available in almost all major cities in the world, and they are 3-star properties. So they're decent properties, not something as crazy as a 5-star property, but not bad at all. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to reject both of these offers. And the reason is simple, because we want to keep our airports. Sorry, my mom called. I don't remember what I was thinking, but what I was telling is that even though I think he's offering me 50 billion for a 15 billion property, that's a really good thing, but I don't want this because we want to keep the property. We don't want to sell it. We don't want to sell the shares, and we don't even want to sell this either. It's 1100 shares of this airport, which is in Longyearbyen in this is in, I think this is in what is it called, Svalbard? I think, yeah, it's in Svalbard. It's not in Iceland. Yeah, Longyearbyen is in Svalbard, and it's one of my favorite places on the planet. So obviously I'm going to keep the property. I'm not gonna sell it, even if it's a really good offer. I mean, 50 billion for a 33 billion property is not bad. And these are two different airports, by the way. This one here is a different airport. Is it? Let me just check. Yeah, it's a different airport, and the other one, no, it's the same airport. Okay, it's the same airport. But I don't want to keep these offers. I'm gonna reject both of these offers, and we're gonna continue with our game because I'm really making good enough money. I'm at 741 million right now. I'm making at least if I do the collection all the time, and if I actually double up the money with the ad, because that type of ad actually works. So I haven't shown you that yet, but there are two types of ads that actually work in my game. One is when I want to skip distances with my agent traveling, and the other is when I have to double the money. So those, they don't show up as ads, but after 10-15 seconds it actually works, and my agent travels distances, as I've shown in your previous episodes. And then there's this other thing is about the money doubling, and that actually happens 10-15 seconds and I have the money doubled. Whatever income I have is doubled. It's because of the ads, but the ads don't actually show up, and I don't know why that is happening, but that's good because I don't really want to watch ads, but I really want to double my income. So first of all, let's go ahead and decline this offer. We don't want this offer. And the next one, either also we're going to decline this offer. Let's just reject this offer and forget about it. The reason for that is because we want to keep airports in our collection, so we make a lot of money out of these airports. There's still one more thing that was in trend right now. Like 15 minutes ago, it was a gas station. So I found one in Iceland, and I just bought it for 59 point something million. It's not a billion property, it's just a million property. So that's also there. And currently in our portfolio, what we have is a lot of airports. Some of these are from Iceland, some of these are from Svalbard, and some of these are from Mumbai. So there's a lot of airports, and then there are other properties. Let me just update you about these other properties as well. More is a department store in my hometown, which I bought the rest of the shares that were available in the market. I bought all of those the other day, maybe 2 days ago. And Hotel Ibiruchi, I think I did also buy all of the other shares that were available in the market. Vintage Dry Cleaners, I bought all of the other shares that were available in the market. And then there was New Bananas Dairy Farm, which is actually in Mumbai, so we can't really buy that unless we move our agent to that location, which we're not going to do right now. So we will buy it later on. Tapas Tutorials is also in Mumbai, and Apurva Pure Veg Restaurants is also in Mumbai, or maybe it's in my hometown, I don't remember, but I think it's in Mumbai. We will buy those shares as well, the rest of the shares for those properties as well, but not right now, and we will do it when we get back to Mumbai, which is, I don't think when it's gonna happen, unless the military base trend appears. I don't think I'm gonna go back to Mumbai. I'm gonna explore the rest of the world first, and then obviously we're gonna get back to Mumbai sometime in the future, because that's where we started and it's a really beautiful city. So we're gonna go back there and continue our journey over there. For now, for a few episodes, unless the military base trend appears, we are not going to get back to Mumbai. So I think that was the only thing that I wanted to talk about in this episode. Then even then, I still made this a big episode, but that's okay. There is a 30% discount on, what is this called, harbor. Okay, I think I have found these harbors in let me see, I think I have found these harbors previously in let me just zoom out. I think it was in Svalbard or Iceland. Where was it? It was in Iceland, right? No, was it in Iceland? Was it in Svalbard? I don't remember, because it was off camera. I can't really go ahead and even check recordings because I don't remember, but I think it was in Iceland. It wasn't in Svalbard, because in Svalbard we didn't actually really find anything until we hit Longyearbyen, which is a town in Svalbard. Maybe it's the biggest town in Svalbard, I'm not so sure, but I think it's the biggest town in Svalbard. So I don't think it was Svalbard, I think it was Iceland. And let me just get to Iceland here. I think it was in the Keflavik area in Iceland. So I'm just gonna try and move my agent to perhaps, okay, wait, let's move him here. Maybe there is a harbor or something here. So let's move here. It's gonna take 2 hours, which we're gonna skip on screen with this advertisement thing. This is really handy though. I mean, I don't really have to watch any ads. I just have to wait a few seconds, and boom, I've traveled 30 minutes. That's really good for us. Also, let's look at the currency collection that we have right now. First, let me just click this once. So we have about 24.5 thousand, and the influence is currently at the high of 111. So I can technically buy 133.2k influence for the 1200 coins that I have, but I'm not going to do that because obviously I don't think it's worth it to invest in influence and then invest that influence in a property, because you're basically paying double for the property, which I don't really want to do. So I'm going to stay away from the land properties. I know they are making a lot of money, and there is a really good crazy trend going on in the game right now. If you're new to the game, or if you're on a low level, you might not know this. The thing is that because land properties take a lot of money as well as a lot of influence, and the influence is expensive because you need coins to buy the influence. So what's happening is there are players who are collecting coins or maybe buying coins. I don't know what they're doing, but they get a lot of influence, convert their coins into a lot of influence, and then they go ahead and buy whatever they can afford for these highly rated 5-star land properties, and then they can auction those properties for 10x, 12x, or even higher returns. So if you buy a property for 10 billion, it might just be one share of a 5-star property in the land department for 10 billion. And because other players in the game want to save their influence, they don't want to waste influence, they're ready to pay 100 billion for your 10 billion share of your property. That's one of the tricks to get rich in the game quickly. If you want to do it, you can do it, but it's like, I mean, it's part of the pay to win category of the game, which I'm not really interested in. I'm not a fan of pay to win, so I'm not gonna fall for that, and I'm not gonna invest any money into the coins because that's just crazy. I don't want to do that. I have 24,000 influence, and I can still afford about 100,000 influence at any given time. If I ever needed to buy a 5-star land property, I will go ahead and do that legally. I mean, even buying properties and auctioning them is legal, but you know, it's kind of a loophole, and it's how people are getting rich. Okay, so forget about that for now, but the thing is, I need to restart the game because this just stopped working, the speed up thing. So I will just be back in a minute. Okay, so I restarted the game and I'm back in this location, and there are a few properties that we can buy. I remember I saw this, and that's why I'm here. So we can go ahead and buy this. This is a 2 billion property that we can invest 280 million in right now, and we don't really have much. We just have 741 million anyway. So let's buy this. And the other property that we can buy is this one here, Brookie, which is also a 2 billion property. We can buy 200 shares for 280 million, which is good enough for us for now. So there was this other property as well, which we could have maybe bought, and it was a 4 billion property, but there's someone else who has bought it anyway. There's a 30% discount, so even if we sell these properties as soon as they complete their paperwork, we will still be making a 10% profit on these properties. That's really great and nicely done. And now maybe we have a collection boost. Let's just go here. Yes, we do. We have a 16% boost of income. This is a revenue boost because we have a collection, and the collection is of these blue colored properties, so that's really great for us. We have a really nice boost. There's another hack that I can talk about when it comes to making revenue based income, and that is that you can just go ahead and pick up 1-star rated travel and transport blue colored properties, because we have a blue color collection. If you have the orange color collection for shopping properties, you can go ahead and do that, or if you have the yellow color collection for food properties, you can go ahead and do that with the food properties as well. So what you can do with blue properties or any other properties is if you have a lot of those properties, you can just pick up 1 share of these smaller properties that are 1-star or lower. So usually 1-star properties are under 10 million. In 1,000 share of those properties are available for under 10 million. So 1 share of those properties is about 10,000, sometimes even lower. 10,000 is what it's average, I guess. And just 10,000 you can buy 1 share of the property, and that helps your collection boost. So for example, now if you go in here, we have a property, we have these properties that we just bought. These are just 400 million compared to the other properties that we have, which are 33 billion, 37 billion, sorry, 32.7 billion. So these are properties in billions, and this is just a property in million, which is already 1,000 times less than a billion. But you can apply this to your $1 billion portfolio, or if you're somebody who has even lower portfolio, what you have to do is you have to buy one property from one color which is expensive. So you'll have to save for that. You'll have to maybe look for a trend or something like that. So just buy one property that's expensive, like we have here, which is a 33 billion property that gives us 126.9 million per day. Now what is going to happen when we buy other properties of the same color for very low amount of money? So 1-star properties for 10,000, 1 share of 1-star property is about 10,000, 20,000. So you can just pick that up. Anyone can pick that up. Even players at level very low, under 10, can pick those up, I guess. So just pick those up and then build your collection. Obviously you will need slots to store those properties, and you might have to upgrade other agents that you have. But what you have to do is essentially build up a collection of 1 share of other properties, so that gives you a collection boost, because the collection boost depends on the number of properties you have, not on the number of shares. So if you have 20 properties but only one of those is an expensive property that's giving you 100, in my case it's giving me 120 million profit per day. In your case it could be giving you same profit or something lower, doesn't matter, but the maths work out in a way that if you have other properties that are adding up to that boost, or the collection boost, you are making money on the expensive property as well. You're boosting 16%. Currently I'm boosting 16% on my expensive property as well. So if I go ahead and buy all the blue properties I'm in Iceland right now, right? So if I go ahead and buy all the blue properties in Iceland, I could get another collection boost. I just need 5 properties to get to 20%. So maybe I can get to 30 or 35% just by buying these 1-star properties, 1 share of 1-star property. That just adds up a lot of shares, and then obviously a lot of properties instead of a lot of shares, and then obviously I get boosted by the game, and that boost applies to my most expensive property, which will now is giving me 120 million. It might start giving me 16% is 120 million. Maybe it may start giving me about 200 million at 40-50%, whatever it is. I'm not doing the math, but you get the idea. So that you can also do that and make a lot of money in this game. So there are a lot of ways in which you can make the money in this game. But in my journey, what we have done is flip properties, and until today, or maybe last week, we were just flipping properties, and then after that, Almost Retired gave us an offer. Other players gave us some offers, and we really jumped a lot in the leaderboard because of these offers. But we also decided to give away some of the money of what we earned from those offers. That's a different topic, but you can go ahead and watch previous videos to understand what that is. So yeah, we were making money pretty much by flipping properties. Then today, or last week, we decided to actually, when I bought these airports, I decided to actually shift to the revenue generation, because now my revenue is really high, previously my revenue was really shit and it was bad, but now I'm making about 671 million per day, and then there's that advertisement that you can use to double your revenue up. So it gives me I'm making about $1 billion in a day. I don't actually collect that much because I'm busy right now and I'm not recording that many videos. It's just these two offers came, so I decided to record today's video. And so we have shifted our portfolio from actually trendy properties to more like revenue based properties. So we're going to make our money from revenue and then invest into other properties. There are not many trends that are popping up, which is also pushing us this way, so that's good for us. It doesn't matter because our revenue is really nice now. It's 1 billion per day anyway, so in 30 days we have a 30 billion revenue, and we can try and boost our portfolio up. I'm hoping that we can hit 1 quad by the end of April, but I don't know how I'm going to do it unless we hit trends. We need trends to do that because it's not possible without trends. We need different trends like hospitals, airports, and bigger properties, so we can just instantly make 10-20% profit on those properties, and that's how we're going to make the money. But I hope everything works out and we start making money. But currently the biggest update is that we're going to shift from property flipping revenue to property revenue that's generated from the property. So we're gonna make our money from revenue and not from flipping properties. In majority of the cases, we can also obviously be flipping properties. Like for example, today we just bought this at a 30% discount, and previously the gas station was also at a 30 or 20% discount. I don't remember what it was, but it was something like that. So these properties are going to make 10% instant profit. So that's also gonna be happening, but we will also be focusing on revenue based income. So I think that's all for today's video, and we are currently in the country at 43 at 217 billion, and in the world at 4345, so under 5,000. But we're gonna drop because we're gonna give away a lot of this money. So I think that's all for today's video. If you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe, and also hit the notification icon so you don't miss a video when it's out. And I upload a video every day at 5 p.m. IST, Indian Standard Time, so you can check out a video at that time as well. So thank you for watching, and see you next time in a new video.